A poor man lived with his beautiful wife, and they were very happy together. They never argued, and both loved each other deeply. However, they had a rich and handsome neighbor who fell in love with the woman. He thought, I want to marry her myself. Every day while the husband worked in the fields, the rich man came to visit the woman. He told her, You're a beautiful woman, but your clothes are old. Why doesn't your husband buy you new ones? If he truly loved you, he would. He kept telling her to divorce her husband and marry him, promising beautiful clothes and a better life. At first she ignored him, but he kept coming every day, saying the same things. Slowly she began to wonder, maybe he's right. Why doesn't my husband buy me new clothes? Doesn't he love me? That night she said to her husband, Look at me. My clothes are old and ugly. I want new ones. Her husband smiled and replied, You don't need new clothes. To me, you are the most beautiful woman in the world. But she got angry. Don't you love me? If you do, buy me a new dress. Though he had little money and needed a new plow, the man wanted to make his wife happy. The next day, he went to the market and bought her a new dress. When she put it on, she was delighted. Thank you, my dear husband, she cried. Now I know that you love me. Later, when the rich man came again, she proudly showed off the dress. See, my husband loves me. He bought this for me. But the rich man replied, A good husband gives more than just clothes. Where is your gold necklace? Your rings? Why hasn't he given you those? He opened a box filled with gold jewelry and said, Divorce your husband and marry me. I will give you all this. She told him to leave. I love my husband and he loves me. We are happy. But the rich man kept returning every day, showing her the box of gold. Eventually she began to think, why doesn't my husband buy me gold? Doesn't he love me? That day she didn't light the fire or cook a meal. When her husband returned home tired and hungry, she said, There's no dinner. You don't love me. Shocked, he replied, My darling, I love you more than anything. But she insisted, Then why haven't you bought me gold jewelry? The man was troubled. I already spent money on new clothes. How can I find more for gold? He decided to visit his brother and ask for a loan. Lend me money, he said. I'll work in your fields to repay you. His brother agreed but warned, You must work hard. My fields are full of stones. The man accepted and used the money to buy gold jewelry. His wife was thrilled. She put on the necklace and rings, saying, Look at me. Aren't I beautiful? Her husband smiled. If you are happy, I am happy. The next morning before sunrise, the man rushed to his brother's field and began working. The land was covered in stones, but he thought, I must work hard to repay my debt. My wife's happiness is worth it. At home, his wife was joyful. I'll cook a lovely dinner for him. He works hard and gives me wonderful gifts. I know he loves me. Then she heard a voice calling. It was the rich neighbor again. She went outside and said, You were wrong. My husband loves me. Yesterday, he gave me this beautiful jewelry. I love him and I won't leave him. The rich man was worried. If I want her, I must be clever. He said, Your husband gave you clothes and jewelry, but I can give you more. I can give you miracles. Miracles, she asked. Only God can make miracles. Men cannot. But the rich man said, Love can make miracles. If your husband truly loved you, he could make them. I love you, and I will make miracles for you, if you love me too. Make a miracle now, she challenged. I can't, he said. You must promise to love me first. Leave your husband and be mine. Then I will show you miracles. The woman said nothing, and the rich man left. That night the poor man came home exhausted. His wife brought him water and food. As she watched him eat, she thought, My poor husband works so hard for me. He's tired and hungry. The rich man is foolish. How can my husband make miracles? That's impossible. But even then, the rich man continued coming to her house, again and again. Did your husband make a miracle for you yesterday? The rich man asked the woman. "Leave him and love me, and I will make many, many miracles for you every day." At last the woman began to listen to him. One day, when her husband came home, he found her sad. "Wife, dear wife, what's wrong with you?" he cried. "Are you sick?" "No," she said. "I'm sad because you do not love me." "What?" cried her husband. "But you know I love you. I bought you new clothes. I bought you gold jewelry. You are the most precious thing in the world to me." "But you don't make miracles for me," his wife replied. Her poor husband was very surprised. "Miracles?" he said. "Of course I can't make miracles. Why do you want a miracle? Who gave you this idea?" "Our neighbor came to see me today," she said. "He told me, 'Love makes miracles. If a man loves a woman, he will make miracles for her.'" Her husband became very worried. "That wicked man wants to take my wife," he thought. "All this trouble comes from him. First she wanted new clothes, then she wanted gold, and now she wants a miracle." He was desperate. "What can I do? If I don't make a miracle, maybe she will leave me and marry him." The next day he went slowly to work in his brother's field. "I must pray," he thought. "Only God can help me now." He looked up to heaven and prayed, "Oh Lord God, please help me make a miracle. I love my wife, and I want to keep her. Don't let this rich man take her from me." He worked all morning, moving stones from the field. At midday he sat under a tree to rest. A man was already sitting there. "Who are you?" the poor man asked. "I am a wizard," the man replied, "and I have a gift for you. Look, here are 2 sticks. They can make miracles." "Miracles?" the poor man asked, excited now. "What kind of miracles?" "If you touch a person with the first stick," the wizard explained, "they will turn into a donkey. If you touch them with the second stick, they will become human again." The poor man immediately thought of the rich man and smiled. "A donkey? That's perfect. Thank you, my friend," he said. "I prayed to God, and he sent you to me. Now I can keep my wife and punish my enemy." He rushed home. "Wife," he called out, "come here. I'm going to make a miracle." His wife came out, surprised. "A miracle? What miracle?" "Look," said her husband, and he touched her with the first stick. Instantly, she became a donkey. She lifted her head and tried to speak, but all she could say was, "Hee haw, hee haw." Then her husband touched her with the second stick, and she became a woman again. "Husband, that's wonderful," she exclaimed. "It's a real miracle. How did you do it?" "I prayed to God," he replied, "and he helped me. Now, wife, I must punish my enemy." "Your enemy?" she asked. "Who is that?" "You know who it is," he said, looking at her seriously. "It's the rich man, our neighbor. He comes here when I am working in the fields. He gives you bad ideas. He told you to ask me for new clothes, for gold jewelry, and even for a miracle. Am I right?" His wife said nothing. "And did you listen to him?" he asked. She looked down ashamed. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "It's true. He said all those things. He wanted me to leave you and marry him. And I listened to him." "And do you still want to leave me and marry him?" her husband asked. She looked at him with tears in her eyes. "No, dear husband. I want to stay with you forever. I'll never listen to him again." "Then take this stick," her husband said, handing her the first stick. "Touch the rich man with it." He hid the second stick in the roof. The next day, the husband went to work. Soon the rich man arrived at the woman's house. "Well," he asked, "can your husband make miracles yet?" "Yes," she replied, and she touched him with the first stick. At once the rich man became a donkey. "Now," said the woman, "you can go to work and help my dear husband." She took the donkey out to the fields where her husband was moving stones. "A donkey," he said. "Now I can finish the job quickly." From that day on, the poor man gave the donkey heavy loads to carry. It hauled stones from the fields, carried sacks of teff to the market, and brought home flour and coffee. For many years, the donkey worked hard for him. The poor man was no longer poor. The donkey helped him become richer. One day, the poor man looked at the donkey. It was tired and old. It stood still with its head bent low. The poor man felt sorry for it. He went inside and brought out the second stick. He touched the donkey with it. In an instant, the rich man stood there again. But he was no longer a young, handsome man. His back was bent. He was very, very tired. "You tried to take my wife away from me," the poor man said. "That was wrong. Go home now, and don't ever look at another man's wife again." The rich man walked away, and he never came back. But the poor man and his wife lived happily together for many more years. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Before we go, let me leave you with this. Learning English isn't just about memorizing words or grammar rules. It's about connecting with people, just like Sarah did on her trip. So keep practicing, stay curious, and most importantly, enjoy the journey. See you in the next video.